Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise and I just wanted to say hi ahead of time. I'm going to swap out cameras here and bring you over my table and we'll look into Trump's week. So big hugs meanwhile, take good care ahead of time and or always actually. And anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not feeling that into a funny mood, so I'm not going to use the Visions of Life tarot. I'm using Kipper, and so this one's Ciro Marchetti's. And another thing, while I was, bringing this other camera over to my desk, I cut my thumb, so sorry if that Band-Aid is distracting, but it's better than the alternative. But anyway, back to Trump. When I was setting the camera up, I decided why confine this to just this 1 week. So I'm gonna do 27 cards. I'm gonna do three columns, 9 across, and because that'll give me 3 box squares here, or rectangular boxes, it'll give me 3 3x3s, and I like that. So I want to know, how is this jury trial? So the J6 jury trial has been set for January 2nd, which will be right before the Iowa caucuses that happen a couple weeks after. That won't be good for him, I doubt. But then again, the sad state of affairs is that we, in the United States, with our Constitution, we need new amendments, but it can be either, actually I should say neither, a felony conviction or even incarceration can bar any candidate from running for president. And, of course, Trump's in the forefront there and has always said he won't quit, he'll never leave. The frick you won't, is what I say about that. But I'm going to just now set my intention. No confirmation bias to come through with this reading. It's only the truth. How is this January 6th jury trial going to go for him? How long is it going to take for, so the DOJ now has everything from his Twitter account, right? Georgia indictment's coming down soon too, I can feel that, and I've read on that a few times, so you can go to those videos if you want. But, so I'm wondering though, my personal questions about this is, how long is it going to take for him to... Well, I want to know overall, how's the J6 trial going to go for him? And that's why I'm using Kipper, because it's so good for legal issues. How long is it going to take for him to violate these new court-ordered protected, or I guess court-protected orders? Court protection over sensitive documents? Because, the deal is Pence is running for president too, even though he's not anywhere near close, but still, now Trump can't go out on the campaign trail and attack Mike Pence, because that's part of those, what were they saying? Well, it's more than over 11 and a half. I think they said 11.6 million pages of discovery. Including everything off of a server for, that had all his Twitter posts. So all that's there. There's our first card. Yeah, okay, so reputation there, okay. Anyway, and I get the feeling that Judge Chuck, and she's not going to take any crap from him. Right there. Okay. Reputation, being married to the mob. Let me get this top row done first. I'm hoping my little light it's kind of late and the light might be dropping down, so I got to get this done. Oh, row. Hold on. I think I have my camera up as high as it'll go. Or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Woo! Okay. There are those dimmer investigations over here. Okay, so now this will go faster. There's the DOJ, their strategy to get his inner circle, the whole Trump clan, and their cheating, and Trump's karma. Oh my goodness, all of this. Whoa. Let me push these in a little. Okay, just in case the edges cut me off. Yeah, well, his karmic path, actually, because this is how it's going to go for him. Here's my J6 committee card. Yeah, right, that makes sense. Here he is, here's Jack Smith heading towards him. We might go through some down patches here and there. Or actually, this is everything backing up Jack Smith, I just heard. Backing up. Here's Trump and the cheating pathological liar. Okay. All right. Now I can see I'm crooked here. This happens every time. I can probably adjust my... No, I have my camera on there too tight. I can't move it. Okay, there. There, that takes care of my OCD right there. Okay, so, look at this center row. Amazing. I think I'll start here because Trump did come through. So what's following behind him are his lies and his cheating and his going after enemies, right? This would be him trying to get out from under what's coming down, what he's created from the past, because here we have his karma knighting to him. J6 committee's discoveries and documents and literally the investigation of the January 6th committee, and with this with this privileged lady, I'm feeling like it has to do with some creative. No, it's not that. It's the J6 committee's investigation is now at the pleasure of Trump is facing all of that. There's pleasure coming from, so basically everyone on the J6 committee is now receiving some pleasure because of all of their documents that they're using, that, the DOJ is using and Jack Smith has. Plus, Twitter's got to be in there, everything. I'm surprised the document card didn't come through, but that's okay. We know what we're reading on. So, investigations, this card is knighting to Trump. All of these cards are weighing down on him. And he's down here literally leaving the reading. He can only look forward to, when a person shows up in a grand tableau or a mini grand tableau as this is, when they're over on this side, because this is the future, when they're over on this side, they have no power except for facing the past. And there's something in the past that needs to be resolved. So, yeah, we know that. But just a little, card lesson readings here. Investigations galore are hanging over him, weighing down on him. The J6 committee investigation is imminent, hanging over him. What's hanging over him is ruh-roh, more indictments. more indictments, an abundance of indictments hanging down on him. These two cards knighting down on him, right? It's been developing over a long time. Also, what's weighing down over him is all of his relationships. See this diagonal here? All of his relationships with the Saudis and Russia, Putin. All of his money laundering. All of that. That's weighing down on him. So RICO charges. And people are flipping left and right. People are going, oh crap, right? Like, I mean, he's already thrown John Eastman under the bus. The fact that he did that, everyone else knows you're screwed, basically, right? So this is what is hanging over him. So no more support because, and this has come through in many tarot readings, no more support because his relationships are just, they're trashed. Reputation, trashed. Loyalty, no. So when it comes to his future, he can have all kinds of meetings, and this could be a younger attorney. This could be Aileen Cannon as well. He might be pressuring her, and it might come out that he's cheated and given her something. That may be what comes out, and it may be that Jack Smith knows all of that, and he's got that in his back pocket, and so maybe the Mar-a-Lago, Florida case or whatever, she's going to be off of. Okay, so that's interesting. So now let me go up here with the first few cards. This is his reputation. He never had any honor. His reputation has always been as a, mobbed up dude. And but on another level, this can be his rewards coming down for him. And this is also my card for Trump Tower. So Trump Towers, all of Trump Towers. One of my questions in the back of my mind has kind of been like, is Jack Smith is he working to freeze Trump's assets? I think so, based on these cards here, because what we're dealing with Trump is, with that Save America PAC, he committed wire fraud, I think, right? And this could be another jury that's even gathering in D.C., because those, they're talking about that on the news. So I think that's what this card is, because this is Jack Smith here, and he's got the weight of the world on him to bring this through. But these few opening cards have to do with Trump being publicly recognized as someone who's married to the mob, who's had this strategy, and he demands loyalty. With this Lover's card, it's about loyalty. These are all the people, connected, who will do whatever they can. They don't really care how they make money. They just want to make money. There's no spiritual law followed within, the way they bring in money. They don't care. It's all about just getting the money. And with this, to go with the four corners before I go too far into the rest of this, this is Trump in this place where he just can't think about anything else. He is really, really stressed out. He has major demands upon him, and he's not sleeping. And when he does sleep, he's having nightmares. And then this is also my card for hangovers, and I've always felt that he is a drinker. Because, when you're an addict, and unless you heal it, you go from one thing to the other. And he can lie his ass off all his life and say, I don't drink because my brother died from alcohol. Well, you know what? What have you been doing all your life with Adderall and then barbiturates at night to put you to sleep? Well, what if one night you don't have the patience to wait for that half hour for that pill to kick in, and you just want something quick? This is him drinking. He's mulling over everything. He can't think of, if we just take this bracket here, he can't handle the fact that he can't think about anything else. He's got this strategy, but it's not working because Jack Smith is, RICO charges are spelled out here. Trump's inner circle, Trump's clan, his mobbed up family of money laundering criminals. It's all right here, and that's weighing down on Jack Smith, but Jack Smith is not going to just go at this from some, little bit of, well, he's not going to go after him if he can't get him. He's not going to try and prosecute him for something that he can't successfully accomplish. So that's that, and that's why there's this weight down on him. What is backing up Jack Smith has to do with Trump threatening Jack Smith. Yeah, man, him and his family, I think he's threatening. That does have Jack Smith in a bit of a very real concern. Now, these cards could also relate to, well, for sure, on one level, this is Trump looking forward to, he's coming after Aileen Cannon to get what he wants from her, but that will hit a big wall, and he may be incarcerated for that, because we're talking about bribery here, and he has that karma. And thank you, Jeffrey Thompson, for teaching me that about this card. And then on another level, I get the feeling that Jack Smith is waiting for that to happen, because it's behind him. It's in his back pocket, and I think he has already some inkling that, or he may be able to prove it already. So that's like something back here that he's got. And that's coming into Trump's. This is all Trump's future. All of this up here is, the whole thing is his future. So back to the four corners anyway. Trump is really, really worried and concerned. Jack Smith knows that, and he's just, working. Maybe this is all he can think about as well, too, I would think. Maybe this is a nightmare position for him to be in. That makes perfect sense to me. But he's controlled. Well, no, he's his own, counsel. He's a completely different, free and fair type of situation going on with him. But there is, besides the DOJ. The DOJ is kind of weighing down on him. I think he is working with Merrick Garland, but also this is a card of discovery, like handing, like, here, I have the documents, and it's only, it's going to be, just the facts that bring Trump down, the documented facts. And that is absolutely Jack Smith's good reputation and honor and strategy. And so that's hanging over him to deliver whenever he's ready. So that takes care of this side. Then coming over here, we're dealing with the rut row, more subpoenas, more indictments, into the investigation. And now we have to go before this judge and talk about that and who's involved. And, it's you cheating again. You just can't stop, can you? I should change this guy's face. I should get a different deck. Actually, no. This is Trump's deck, pretty much. I don't use these. I don't use the Kipper for personal readings. They're not this deck anyway. I was just thinking I could make his face orange or something here, and then we'd all know that's him. And we would need to change his body, but okay. So let's look at, I've covered this 9-box square over here. Let's look at the heart of the matter here and see what's backing it up. I mean, it's pretty much right there. Well, let's start over here. Jack Smith's strategy. and honor to find out everyone that's, connected in this and who's his loyal people, who's his inner circle. That's hanging over Jack Smith. That's why this has taken so long. By the time it gets going, we will be, 3 years after J6 actually happened, right? Because it'll be 2024. It happened in 2021. So there's all of that. And it's just this swirling world of discovery and the strategy to go for the truth and get everyone involved is what I'm getting there, to make it, to, simply state it. All the risky people who had this strategy to just get wealthy, yeah, well, this is coming down for you. Right in the heart of the reading with Trump, though, this is his thievery and also his distraction, like his karmic distraction, where he's never thought of anything else other than fortifying his own assets. And he has this mob-like, clannish behavior. And this would be all of his assets here. Now, one of the questions I had in the back of my mind was, would Jack Smith be freezing Trump's assets? This is Trump's assets. This would be freezing right here, restriction. And the money's here. Money can come in, but it'll be held and it's going to go out somewhere else because, all these lawsuits. Yeah. So I think that's what's going on with Trump. And kind of distracting Jack Smith. Jack Smith is a little distracted too because there's just so much that keeps coming in. That wheel keeps turning and the details keep rolling in. We could say, this transit we're going through with Mercury conjunct Venus, Mercury conjunct Mars is moving, more and more details in. And pretty soon, August 23rd, Mercury's going to go retrograde until September, I have my notes somewhere else, I think September 13th, and we'll get even more details coming through. So, yeah. Okay. Money laundering from overseas, constantly, the changing of the money. Money laundering, right here. Right here. Okay, so again, a confirmation again. Jack Smith will get him on RICO charges, and that's everything that's weighing down on him, and that's the reason he came through down here in this bottom row, and why everything is taking so long, because he wants to make sure he gets everyone in Trump's inner circle who has been money laundering and to make it stop. Now, this card here with this pathway card, knighting to the imprisonment card, could show someone is locked up for a very long time, very long time because of the J6 committees, the insurrection. And oh, by the way, did I remember to tell you, I don't think I did, this 32 card, despair card, is also a card of violence. So, This is everything that Jack Smith is looking at and mulling over, is all these details of violence that came down. So it's just that 45-page document that they already put out. It pretty much spells everything out. Just remember, Trump said at that second debate a long time ago, Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. Well, he's sweating his head off with, COVID. He shows up to the debate with COVID, not too far away from Biden, and just spews a bunch of crap. Karma. So, what else? Yeah, what's weighing down on Trump, what he's looking forward to, has to do, again, with all the money laundering. He's finally hit his wall. He didn't build a wall, he's hitting a wall. And in the future, he's going to be known as the greatest grifter America ever, I would say the GOP in Russia installed. So there's that. Yeah, but it's all telling right here. And I think Aileen Cannon will be restricted. I think I already said that. Yeah, for the gift of her appointment. But all this cheating. All this cheating. And adjudication is coming down based on all of his cheating. That's like following behind him. He can't ever get away from. Until he makes amends somehow. So, okay, well, that's all I have. I think this reading is pretty long. Yeah, 25 minutes or so. Okay, so I'm going to get this uploaded, you guys, and send you big hugs. Meanwhile, we're in this together, and thank you for being with me. Bye.